solo.
And hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. Haven't said that in a while. Silver Fear is here. What's up, Brian? Yes, finally catching a live stream. I have missed these. I have missed these too. But here we are. So we will do what we can. I have not played Gaia Project in far too long, and there were about 10 games that were on my mind to potentially just put on the table and play tonight, and Gaia Project just won out, man. It's been way too long. This is my second time going through all of the factions in Gaia Project, and I'm just going in the same order I went the first time, and I did that in a relatively random order. I think it was actually fully random order. Last time I just happened to go the best gods last, which actually worked out pretty well, although I got smashed as them, so I'm looking to get back to them to try again. But here we are with the Terrans. The last time I did a Gaia Project live stream was back in May with the Geodens, I think. So we went from the terraforming professionals to now the Gaia forming professionals, and I'm super stoked to get this going. So let's go right to the board game helper app. I did start a couple minutes early, but just figured I would get the setup running here. And yeah, board game helpers app, one player with Atoma, random for advanced. I am not a robot. I have to tell you where all the buses are. Let's see if I know what a bus looks like. Maybe, maybe not. Is that a motorcycle? It appears it is. I am not a robot, in case anybody was wondering, and I will hit generate, and here we are. So, well, first of all, let me figure out who I'm up against. So we have the 6 other Atomas that are not the Geodens. So I'm going to roll a d6 over here, and I'll just 1 through 6. I rolled a 3, so we're going to go up against the Xenos. The Xenos will start with 3 mines, so that will make life interesting, and that means they'll be on the board more, so it's going to be a bit of a race to get to those Transdim planets, which is a big part, or a big part. It is how you win as the Geodens. So we do not need this. I will need all of the yellow things here. Put them back in here. Put this here. And let me get the yellow point markers. Bam. And bam. They will start up, the Geodens will start up at level 1 on the AI track. We'll put them at level 0 on all the other tracks. Again, the terraforming track, the navigation track, the geoforming track, and the economic track, and the knowledge track. That is done. We'll put all of these, we can just leave them in a I don't know. It's been a while since I've set this up. I'll just leave these in a pile. Actually, you know what? With the way they, considering it's been a while, with the way they do their upgrading, I should make sure I know exactly how many buildings I'm dealing with, and it will make scoring easier later, if nothing else. We do not need the Gaia formers. We have this and this, 8 mines. And 3 will start the game. So we'll put those here to remind myself that there was 3. So the Xenos, their Atoma action, they put or their faction action, I should say, is they place a mine range 2. Doesn't matter what the card says otherwise. The support card might say range 4, but if it's a Xenos, it's only going to be range 2. So it kind of make sure they don't get totally out of whack, considering they will get so many of their mines out so quick. They will then do a power or resource action. Resource action, they'll get 2 points. The ongoing ability, when taking a power QIC action, except for as a faction action, the Atoma resolves the effect twice using the same support card. So they will be racing us for the power and QIC spots a bit more aggressively than they might otherwise. Now, the token up here is going to be the 12 points. I do not love when that's there because if I go up the terraforming track, I do want to get normally would like to get a Federation token that I can flip over to use for other things. I will not have that luxury this time, so it does make going up the terraforming track a little bit less attractive. This time we have the advanced action tile. There is going to be 3 points per Federation token I have at the time I take that. Nope. Every token I have every time I pass. Correct. That would be every time I pass. So that could actually add up if you get it pretty early. We're going to have the 2 points every time. At the time you take that, you get 2 points for Gaia planet that you have. That could be a good late game play, considering we are playing as a Terrans. We should have a bunch of Gaia planets if I'm playing them correctly. 3 knowledge as an action once around. 2 points at a time you take this for each mine you have on the board. We have the other advanced tech tiles up here are going to be 1 or for every sector you have a mine in at the time you take that. That is not an advanced tech tile I like all that much, and this is 1 point for every planet type that you have colonized at the time, every time you pass from the moment you take that on. So that could be pretty strong. The basic tech tiles are going to be arranged as follows. This is 1 ore and rotate 1 power in your cycle every time during income. That is in the AI track. We have the like this one there for sure. That is, we have the power 4 in the economic track. That could be really strong. We have 1 knowledge and 1 credit in income every time in income. That's in a knowledge track. Don't hate that there. Down here, 3 points every time you do a Gaia planet. Every time you colonize a Gaia planet, from the time you take that until the end of the game, that can be really strong. 4 credits in income. Again, these ones, you take these, you'll move up any track. The ones that are right below the tracks, you move up on the track where they're below. I'm just doing them the order in the pile that I had here. This is immediately get 1 ore and 1 QIC. This is immediately get 1 knowledge for each planet type you have colonized at the time you take that. The one in the terraforming track is immediately get 7 points, and the one down here is your planetary institute and your academies are worth 4 power instead of 3 for all purposes. Ooh, a little bit unfair here. We have the goals that we're going after. The bottom one is going to be Transdim Gaia planets. Now, it's going to be really good for me because I'm going to win that. However, it does mean that there's going to be more likely that the Xenos are going to go after those planets. So I do have to it does put a little bit even more urgency on me making sure that I take those planets as early as possible. And then we have the terraforming. I'm sorry, we have the number of sectors that we're in. So obviously we want to be in all 7 sectors. The dummy player will get 2 satellites to represent the 3rd dummy player. It's going to be on a 6, and this is going to be placed on a 4. I'll put my satellites here and here. The Xenos are going to go here, and then we'll have the rest of those around. Now we're going to have our little round scoring bonuses. In round 1, we're going to get 4 points for terraforming a Gaia planet. In round 2, we're going to get 2 points per terraforming step that we do. Don't love that one. In round 3, we get 5 points for placing our planetary institute or an academy on the board. I will try to get an academy at that point. I will already have my planetary institute out for sure. In round 5, we get 5 points per Federation token we take, no matter how we get it that round. So that could be pretty strong. And that's probably good timing to try to get a Federation or 2 in that round. In round 5, we get 3 points for every Gaia planet we colonize that round. And in round 6, we get 5 points if I put my other planetary institute out. So that would be a good spacing, kind of like, all right, so look, I get my planetary institute or academy out. So if I get my planetary institute out round 1, round 3, I try to get my first academy. Round 6, I try to get my second academy. That would be a good, could be a good way to kind of think about my game and how I want to pace some of these things out. The round boosters, we have 3 points for every research lab you have at the time you pass, plus you get 1 knowledge in income. Here is 1 terraforming step and 2 credit in income. Here is 2 points for every trading station you have on the board at the time you pass, plus 1 ore in income. This is 2 credit and 1 QIC in income. And last but not least, a range boost of 3 and for 1, it essentially is a build a mine action, so it gives you a range boost of 3, and then we have you can cycle 2 during income. Our map, these are out of the game. These can go away. Don't want your kind. All right. Our map, we're gonna have sector 4 in the center. It's gonna be like so. We have sector 2 up here. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. It's been a minute. All right, we're gonna do that. Should work there. We'll see. It will all be over soon. I promise. All right. This will go here. Yeah, that looks right now. Like, how am I used to do this? We have sector. Nope. Nope. What the heck? 5. Oh yeah, 5 and 6 needed to be flipped over. That makes sense. All right, so this is up here. That's correct. Sector 3 is in place already, so sector 1's down here. All right, sector 7 has 2 Gaia planets, is down here. And we have this one over here. So let's note where the transdims are. We have a transdim, 2 transdims here, 1 transdim here, 2 here, and 2 here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 Gaia planets are like so. So we'll see where we can set myself up to hopefully colonize a bunch of those early. Looking at the chat, this is going to be good. Wait, Terrans, not Geodens. Adam, JC916 says, hey, Greg, I just recently got Age of Innovation. I like it better than the Gaia Project. Have you had a chance to play it? I have not, and I not that interested, but maybe I'll take another look. Heard some mixed things about it, and honestly, just learning a new game right now that isn't already in my house is is a daunting task. Phoenix Knight, what's up, sir? I realize I'm playing Peanut Gallery, but I have had a chance to play Age of Innovation. At its simplest, I find Innovation to be At its simplest, I find Age of Innovation to be Terra Mystica 2.0, far from a bad thing for me. So I fear I can't bring myself to enjoy Terra Mystica. I have not looked at Age of Innovation yet. It seemed more Terra Mystica. The Gaia Project, back soon. Take care. And Adam says, never played Terra Mystica. I started with Age of Innovation. I enjoyed the system more than Gaia Project. My personal preference, Gaia Project is still great. Yeah, I mean, it's, games that do similar things is not something that I'm kind of in the market for right now, personally. And the reality is, like, I just, if I was getting this game onto the table a lot with my friends, I would probably be more inclined to have more variety to it. But as it is, Gaia Project has become kind of a solo only experience for me, with my gaming group kind of going in different directions. Much not for lack of effort on my part, I promise. But the reality is, it's just I'm a little bit more advanced than them in this game, in a way that has made playing with me not all that fun, despite my best efforts to make it fun. All right, here we go. So we need to do just shuffle the 17 Atoma cards here. I'm going to flip over 1, and all we need this one for is to say, what is the starting round booster for the Xenos? The Xenos are going to take the one that I really didn't want anyways, so that's perfect. So they'll get that. We're going to move this over, and then I'm going to, do I need to shuffle this again? Maybe, hold on. What is closest to the front? So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is definitely getting a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is definitely getting a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't have to worry about a tiebreaker for that. I'm going to take out, I'm playing on hard. So I'm going to take out all the ones that have the little green boxes. It's coming back to me, kids. And then I'm going to get number 9 as well. And puts another Atoma action in there. And then we're going to shuffle these up. Four come out of the game, so does 6 get added? Yeah, I'm going to shuffle these up. We're going to throw 1 in at random, take another 5, and then 4 come out of the game, and I'll just put these 5 here. So we'll have 8 cards here for the first turn. Dan Roberts, did Maze Knight get reskinned? What is the Space Devilry? I mean, it is not the Star Trek version of Maze Knight. I have another game. I'm like, I'm like kind of intrigued, but like, I just don't need another game that does the same thing as Maze Knight, albeit probably a little bit worse. Just like, I mean, so much of games at some point you just played so much, like there's a nostalgia element, and that's my problem with some Age of Innovation, where it's starting at ground zero, where Gaia Project already makes me happy just taking it out of the box, right? So it's a thing. These come here. This comes here, and I really love the Atoma system in Gaia Project so much. I think it would be really hard for me to find a system that I think is better done than what the Atoma Project did here with Gaia Project. All right, that will go there. This is done. And now I got to place my starting mines. Well, we have to race for some Transdim planets over there, it appears. And I cannot be in any other location that will put me in the neighborhood. However, remember, that's 1 terraforming step. That's 1 terraforming step. Closest to me is a second tiebreaker. So I think if I go here, the Atoma is going to build there, which will be good. Then I'll be in the neighborhood, and then I have all these Transdim planets to kind of play with and have a little field day bonanza, hopefully. So I think that is it. I feel like I'm forgetting something because it's been too long, but I'm not. We just have to take our round booster, and I think the round booster, it will make some degree of sense. I mean, I'm probably not going up navigation anytime soon. Cycling 2 could be good. Indeed, could be very good. Go up there, get 3, take 6 out. Let me get this range. We will start with 1 QIC. I did start at level 1 on the terraforming track, or Gaia forming track, means I did start the game with a Gaia former. Now, to do a Gaia forming project, I have to take 6 things out. I also want to get my Planetary Institute out, because when I take them back in the income phase, I will be able to turn them into wonderful, wonderful resources. All right, my power cycle does start with a 4-4, which is unusual. Usually you start with a 4-2 or a 2-4, or even less in some cases, depending on the faction that you're playing with. I go from here. Adam says, it got a few new gear locks, riffle, static, and gasket. I still think it too many bones. Even at easy difficulty, the Atoma is the same for AOI. Oh, nice. This is what I have and have you at the table. Good luck on your voyage. Good sir. Thank you, Dan. I need to... the other thing I almost played tonight was Gilly, because I really need to get Gilly on the table. Riffle, I'm kind of just taking a moral stance against, I guess. Because the whole release model just kind of bothers me, but it is what it is. Maybe one day I will end up with Riffle in my collection. So it's like, yeah, like the Automaton. Oh, man, I'm having a hard time. Automaton of Shale and Riffle are the only things I do not own, and any of the promos are the only things I do, or like the April Fool's Day thing or the Christmas whatever. I don't own any of that crap. So I do the riddles, or I do those things that may or may not exist, and I have bought all the big purchases and bought all the extra Gerlachs that are not named Riffle, and that indeed is my collection for now. Now, if they ever added Riffle to one of their, one of their campaigns where I could just not have to spend the extra money for shipping, yeah, maybe I would consider it. But at this point, that is probably not going to happen. So let me get started. We're going to go into income phase. In income, I'm going to see how much ore I get. I get 1, 2, 3 ore. So I started on the 4. I now go up to 7. Credits, I get no additional credits. I don't get a QIC. Knowledge, I get the 1 knowledge here, and then I get the cycle 2. I will cycle these 2 bad boys over here. Who do I want to do? Yeah, that makes some sense. I might do a Gaia Project on my second turn. I have 2 good options there. So let me spend. Do I want to go? I might not get any of these things this round, which would be super interesting. Yeah, I'm going to spend the 4 knowledge. We're just going to lean into the Gaia forming thing because it's what I do. I'm going to get 3 more power in my cycle. And that is my first turn. Alrighty then, I get 4 points for Gaia forming planet, so I probably will want to do that. I could get out to this one, which is an interesting idea. Definitely need to nail these 2 Transdim planets in the next couple of turns. If I go here, I have access to that Transdim planet. Remember, that's 2 terraforming steps too. So for the Atoma, so they'll be less likely to steal that one from me. But all right, let's figure it out. So the Atoma is going to go. Their first card is going to be a support card, so they got rid of one of their faction actions, which isn't a bad thing, and their next action is going to be an upgrade. So they are going to upgrade this mine to a trading station. They're going to put their Planetary Institute their next turn, which I think I forgot to do the last time I played this game, and they're going to get 1 point. So they go from 10 to 11. Now, I am in the neighborhood. I could cycle this 1 for free. It's not going to be all that helpful for me because I'm about to take 6 things out of my cycle, but, it is what it is. So, my next turn, if I build on this Gaia planet, that probably makes some sense. My next turn, I'm going to use this action. So it gives me additional range of 3. And then I'm going to spend an ore, 2 credit, and a QIC. And that's going to let me settle on this Gaia planet. I'm going to put this sucker here. I'm going to get 4 points out of that because of the round booster. I go from 10 to 14. And that is all she wrote. I probably should have done that last turn, but I'm glad I kind of caught that because now, since that would be the same distance from me, if they built a mine and directional sections would come from the bottom, they actually would have taken that Gaia planet from me, and that would have made me somewhat sad. So let me make sure I grab that one. Remember, if I didn't have this round booster, I could have spent the QIC to extend my range that way, but I didn't have. I only had 1 QIC. I needed the QIC to take that Gaia planet as it is. So the Atomas are the go. They're going to flip that over. This becomes a support card now. Now they're doing a power QIC action. They're doing 2 coming from the left, and when they do a power QIC action, and when it's not a faction ability, they actually do it twice using the same support card. So they're covering this, and they're covering this, and they're going to get 1 point because of the card. Most excellent. My turn. So I guess I should do that thing that I should do. I'm going to do a Gaia forming project. So I'm going to take 6 out of my cycle because I'm still 6 from there. These all come over here, and I'm going to put my Gaia former 1, 2, Right, I should have an odd number, Greg. That's right. And I'm going to put this here. My range, again, is only 1 because that's how I start the game. And I will put it on directly adjacent to 3 things now. So I wonder, I'll grab this one just because it'll be easier to build trading stations. Probably not getting on the navigation track very quickly anyway. I think that makes some sense. And do I have enough to do what I want to do with my Planetary Institute? I believe I do. All right, so that would be my goal for this round. Atoma's turn. This becomes a support card. This card comes out. They are doing an Atoma action. So they are building a mine. Okay. They're building a mine. Sorry about that. They're going to do range 2, and this does matter. So they're going to do a Gaia planet within range 2. So the only options they have are there. Now, when I could do a Gaia planet, it would mean a Gaia planet or a Transdim planet, if I'm not mistaken. So it's probably good I grabbed what I just grabbed there too. Look at me, like stumbling into right moves. Yep, Gaia or Transdim. So this is a Transdim planet within range 2. All right, now they're going to do closest to me. Actually, fewest terraforming steps would still be the Gaia planet. So they're going to take that. They're going to put a mine onto there. They're going to do a power QIC action. They're doing 5 coming from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they're going to get 2 points. They're going to go from 12 up to 14. Woo! Alrighty then. Now remember, that is my planet. I basically claimed it when I put my Gaia former on it. If I had not done that, they still would have done that because of fewest terraforming steps. So that's actually interesting. But next time they would have taken this one. So yeah, it's kind of good I snagged those while I had the opportunity. I'm going to build a trading station. So I'm going to spend 2 ore, and I'm going to spend 3 credit because both of these are in the neighborhood of that. And I'm going to make a trading station on my blue planet. I get no additional round booster out of that. The Atoma's turn. They're going to go and they're going to place a mine. Placing a mine range 2, endgame scoring does not matter because the support card does not indicate that it does. And range 2, what options do we have? Now this is 1 terraforming step. Fewest terraforming steps is going to be their first tiebreaker. So 1 terraforming step there. That would be 0 terraforming steps, but obviously that's way the heck over there. This is also 1 terraforming step. Look at that. Because yellow to brown and to orange. Red is 2 terraforming steps. That's it. This is going to be closer to me, so they're going to take that mine, or that area, and if we cared about satellites, they actually would not place a satellite because that doesn't. There's no space. They would have put a satellite there if we cared about satellites, but we don't. And again, endgame scoring, we didn't care about different sector or Gaia planet, so that didn't matter at all. But we do have another planet type for that, and they're going to get 1 point out of that. So I go from 14 to 15, and that is done. Potential end of round for them next turn. My turn. I'm spending my last 4 ore, so that worked out well. I'm going to spend 6 credit, so I go from 10 down to 4. I'm placing my Planetary Institute right there. This will come off the board. That doesn't do anything else for me, so we're going to move on. Potential end of round. It is not the end of the round. The Atoma is going to move up in a random research area. They're going up 4 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam! Another one up on the AI track, and 0 points. My turn. I think I have to pass. It has been a it's crazy how long it's been since I played this game. Like, what is happening? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pass because I nothing else I can do. I only have 4 credit. Nothing happened to let me cycle this power, which is a little unfortunate. I will be cycling 4 next turn. So that's a thing, and I get to add 1. So there's some things happening there. But I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna take terraforming steps, probably not useful. I don't want the points yet. I'm going to take this to give me some extra credit and a QIC. I am fully passed, and that is my turn. Atoma's turn. They're going to go. It is the end of the round, so they're going to take this round booster, because that's what the support card says to do. They are going to flip. Oh, that's where I wanted to put these. They're going to get 2 points because the point total up there. Again, you could just give the points at the beginning of the game. I choose not to. I just like the feeling of the steady build. And then this will flip. Alrighty then. So we go to income is before Gaia phase. That's correct. So we're going to go to the income phase. I'll flip this back over. Now, what am I going to get? I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 ore. I'm going to get 2 credit. I'm going to get 1 knowledge. I get a QIC. And I believe that's it, right? So credit, QIC, or knowledge. So that's done. And then we can also get 1. We can cycle 4. So I'm going to cycle these 4 here. And we're going to add 1. We'll take these off. All right. Atoma is set up over here. Nope. By that, I mean they're not set up at all. So we're going to add 1 card to their stack. So they're going to have 9 cards to deal with next turn. We'll shuffle these up. Remember, I get points for doing terraforming steps. I will not be doing any terraforming steps this round, so don't get your hopes up. Getting 2 Gaia formers would be probably good. To get a second Gaia former, I will need to move up on here, which is indeed doable. So I do not hate where I'm at. I just need to get myself a tactile. And that should be fine. So this is done. Rotating 3 to the side. This goes here. Looking at the comments. Any crowdfunding you were pledging? New Final Girl season. Woohoo! Gaia Project. What's up, Philip? Good to see you, sir. Any crowdfunding? I am waiting on the expansions to Uprising. I know they seem to have been delivered overseas. Still waiting for here. I have Tainted Grail, the Kings of Ruin coming at some point. I'm having what's the big Oathsworn is coming. I'm out on Final Girl. I kind of just bounced off it. I like it. It's an interesting puzzle. Enough. It wasn't a game that was kind of destined to stay in my collection, unfortunately. So yeah, just been playing a lot of stuff with friends. Playing a lot of Frosthaven, Champions of Horror, Chaos Order, Champions of Midgard, not Champions. That's a game I need to play more. I've been playing a lot of Earth lately. Earth is an excellent game. It is better Wingspan, for sure. So that's been fun. I just got the Maximum Apocalypse stuff from Rock Manor, so I have some stuff I want to go through for that. That was a review copy sent from them, which I'm excited about. But yeah, just trying to think any other crowdfunding. Nothing really coming to mind. Really excited about Uprising for whenever that arrives at my door. That is for sure. All right, in the Gaia phase, I'm going to turn this into a Gaia planet. And I'm going to get some income. I can get 2 ore from that, which is interesting. So again, now that I have my planetary institute on the board, I can spend 4 into a QIC. I can do 3 power into an ore. I can spend 4 power into a knowledge, or I can spend 1 credit into one power into a credit. That this happens in the Gaia phase, so you know after income. So there is a little bit of management here where you don't want to be. You want to make sure that you have as much power in there as possible to cycle, but it's still nice to have some power things in there to actually take advantage of other cycling, either from the economic track or from any boosters or whatever. So I definitely, oh, I need a lot of things. 3. All right, I'll take 2 credit, 3 credit, and an ore. 3 credit. I do have enough power here to get one of those, which is super nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'll get 3 credits. I'm going to cycle 3 out to get 3 credit. 1, 2, 3 goes up to 9, and then 3 out to get 1 ore. So that's some nice little income boost there. And that's good. So my first turn, before the Xenos steal this on me, I'm going to cycle 4. I'm going to use this action here, and I'm going to get 2 more ore, which gets me up to 6. Super good. The Atoma's going to go, so that's a support card. Again, the Atoma card comes out first again, so instead of they basically one less Atoma action, one less faction action at least the first 2 rounds, and that's super strong. This was a new card added. It's a 3-pointer, so that's going to be a lot of points for them. They are getting a power QIC action, 2 coming from the right. So bam and bam. So the QIC actions are out, and then 3 points. They go from 17 up to 20. My turn. I need. I mean, the crazy thing is I could. How many things do I have here? 6, 7. Woof. If I do 8, I'd have 8 left. Yeah, I think this is a more efficient way, because I'm debating, do I try to get just 12 things into there, just two Gaia forming things, or I could do, it would be a 6 and a 10, so it'd be 10 things into there, or do I just try to do a 4 and a 4? I think the 4 and a 4 makes more sense. I need to get a mine out. Ooh, I do need to get a mine out for that, because I have to get that Gaia. I have to get that thing back. Shoot. 1, 2, 3 is fine. 2, 3. I'm 1 ore shy, but I'll get that. 1 credit shy, but I'll get that back. All right, so this is going to be like pretty exacting. So I'm going to spend. I have to do these in order. So I have to do all 3 of these things before I can do anything else. So it doesn't really matter what order I do it. I'm spending an ore and 2 credit, and putting a mine here on this Gaia planet, so I get this Gaia former back. Atoma's turn. Bam. Actually, that was probably the wrong order. No, I'm gonna put this ore back and the 2 credit back and put this back here. I'm gonna spend 2 ore and 3 credit to put this mine out, or this trading station out. That will work. Atoma's turn. Oh no, that was here. Atoma's turn. That goes there. This comes here. Atoma's doing an upgrade action. Their first upgrade action they will do at this point is to put their planetary institute on the board. I could spend 2 points to cycle 3. I have way too many things there. Sure. 2 points, cycle 3. 1 point for the Atoma. But their planetary institute's on the board. All right, my turn. I'm spending 3 ore, so I go from 4 down to 1, and 5 credit. I go from 6 down to 1 to put this research lab on the board. That will go there. When I do that, I get to take a tech tile. I will take this tech tile because credits are my friends. And now I can move up anything I want. I'll move up on this. Oh yeah, I should have spent the 2 points. That's dumb. That's fine. I'll put 2 up on this and I cycle 3. And now I get a second Gaia former. Yeah, put those 2 points back. 1, 2. And there was just no reason to do it. So when I spent 2 points on cycle 3, I just undid that because it was a brainless, mindless thing to do. So we just undid that because there was again no real reason. Atoma's turn. I knew I was doing that on the last turn, so it just had a little bit of a brain fart. Atoma's turn. They are going to do a faction action. So endgame scoring doesn't matter. It is a new sector. So looking for a thing in a new sector, range 2. That is a new sector, range 2. That is the only option I think they have, and that is their first priority. So that makes sure it's range 2 instead of the range 4, but it has to be a new sector. Anyway, so we're going to put a mine here. That gives them on the black. And they're going to do a power QIC action. They're doing 1 coming from the left. And they're going to get 2 points, 1 and 2. Mines everywhere. All right. Now, I should still have a Gaia for me here. So, I'm going to spend... I'm going to cycle 4 out. Because now Gaia Farming Projects only cost me 4. I'm cycling 4 out to put this here. Atoma's turn. That was my action. Atoma's placing another mine. Holy crap. And game scoring matters. They're looking for a Transdim planet or a Gaia planet range 2. So luckily this is a range 2. So this is the only one that's range 2. So this now gets a Gaia planet. Immediately they place that there. They get 1 point. I am not in the neighborhood of that, so I cannot cycle off of that. What a jerky jerk. Yeah, if they had range 3 or 4, they actually would have taken that one. No, they wouldn't have, because nope, they would have. And that would have made me very sad. I would have cried. You would have seen me cry. All right, I'm going to take 1 out and cycle 1. Again, that's a free action. It's the thing you always can do. Then I'm going to cycle this one as a free action to get 1 credit. And then I'm spending 2 credit and 1 ore. I don't have to spend the QIC this time because I have my Gaia former. I'm going to put this mine here. And I get my Gaia former back. Atoma's turn. This comes in. This comes over. The Atoma is going up on a random track. 4 coming from the right. Whoop. They're really racing up the AI track. That is now a 0 pointer for them. My turn. I'm going to cycle these 4 out. And that's going to let me place this Gaia former here. Again, they're both range 0 for me, or range 1 technically, so adjacency works there. Definitely I'm going to have to try to get over into this area next round. That I also want to place an academy on the board next turn too, so we'll see how that goes. Atoma's turn, potential end of round for the Atoma. It is the end of the round. So round booster, they're taking this one. This comes over here. That actually is a round booster I wanted, so that works out well for me. And they're going to get the first player token because they passed first. They're going to get points. They're going to get 6 points to be exact. They go from 24 up to 30. This will flip because I'm not doing any terraforming steps. And we'll add 1 card to their pile for next round. Shuffle these up and get them ready. Adam, I'm waiting for the Uprising expansion 2. Excited for it. Haven't played in a while. Need to get in practice before it comes. Yeah, I found myself loving that game. I want to play it more and more and more. I want to get Zeds back to the table too, but yeah, Uprising is definitely been one of those games that has really captured me of late, for sure. So this is me being captured. Do. Yeah, getting a third Gaia former doesn't seem like there's much point at this rate. So I'll probably chill on that. Let's see about economic track. Maybe knowledge track, but economic track with that rotate 4 could be really, really strong. But well, we'll see. All right, this goes here, and this goes here. All right, ding, ding. We are done. Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I lost the first player to them, which is fine. I'm definitely grabbing this. This will come over. And now we can go right to income. In income, I can cycle. Well, these come off. Four, add 1. Man, I kind of need some navigation. Yikes. Now, yeah, I'm in a weird spot now. Knowledge track is also pretty enticing for me. So that's out. So I'm going to cycle. I cycle 4, add 1, and then I cycle 2. Oh, so that's great. So I'll add the 1, cycle 2, cycle 4. All right, so that's done. I get 2 knowledge, so we've done my knowledge. I get 1, 2, 3 ore. I get 0 credit. Oh, I get 4 credit. So not a ton of things here. Remember, I have 8 things that are going to give me more ability to get whatever resources I want. And we have this here as well, which is super nice. Knowledge or 2 knowledge or the QIC is an interesting choice. I think the QIC is probably more useful, but we'll see. We are now going to go to the Gaia phase. We're going to get 2 Gaia planets. These 2 planets are nice because they could set me up pretty well for points there. But remember, I am only on 2 sectors, and I want to be on 7. So at minimum, I want to be on 6 to at least tie the dummy player on that. Xenos are probably going to have all 7 by the time this is said and done, is my guess. Is there a usefulness to this? I can't combine that and that for terraforming step, but if I move 3, it probably just gets me out to this Gaia planet. Terraforming steps 4. That's a problem. What if I get a level 2 of the navigation track? It's gonna be hard to do. Woof. I do not love that being right there. I mean, it would be an interesting just 2 knowledge at this point. But yeah, getting to level 2 in the navigation track would really open some things up for me. 4 knowledge, I move up 1. Four, 2. Get the Lost Planet over here, maybe. All right, so Gaia phase, I'm going to get all this income, so I'm like debating what I want to take here. I think I take 1 knowledge for sure. And 1 ore and 1 credit. I want 6 and 6. Woof, maybe I don't take the knowledge. I just take these 2 knowledge just to have it. Moves me up on navigation. That's probably the play. All right, let me take... Yeah, I'm not sure I want the navigation. I'm planning to do that, and I did go last, so I could have pieced this all out. This was here, because he just put it back. I think I'm going to take the terraforming step. That's even crazy. No, we'll take this. All right, final answer. Knowledge, 6, 2. Cycle of 4, get a QIC. Woof. Yeah, get that up to 2. I can get to there and there. I think that's a good plan. Getting this academy, that's going to be expensive as hell, though. 1, 2. Let me take 2 ore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 ore. And 2 credit. And I do have this planet type. All right. Take the 2 knowledge. Almost like the ship has sailed on the economic track. So I'm wondering if I just focus on terraforming and navigation, especially if I'm trying to get to all the sectors. So I'm not first. Atoma's first. This comes out. Oh, again, Atoma card at the top. Wolf. All right. They are doing an upgrade. They're going to upgrade a mine to a trading station. Closest to me is this one. I can cycle one for free. Not the most useful. And 1 point. Psh, done. My turn. I'm going to cycle 4. I need more ore. So I go from 5 to 7. Atoma's turn. Doing power QIC action. 1 coming from the left. They're going to do it twice. 1 and 2 and 1 point. My turn. All right, we're going to do 6 and 6. We're going to put this on the board here. And that lets me take a tech tile. I'm going to take this, which moves me up here and gets me a QIC. When I took that, I get 2 knowledge, so it's not the most amazing thing, but it kind of helps give me what I need. I also get 5 points bonus. I go from 14 to 19. Atoma's turn. They're going to do a power QIC action. 5 coming from the right. They're going to do it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 points. 1, 2, 3 up to 35. My turn. I'm going to do this. Get another QIC. Atoma's turn. They're doing an Atoma action, or a faction action. A sector they're not in already. Range 2. Now this is 2 terraforming steps. This is 1 terraforming step in a new sector. I think that is the winner. Yeah, because again, the end game scoring that matters is the top one. So new sector, it's not Transdim planets. Actually, that's not even a new sector. So this is the only option they have. I'm not in range to cycle off that, so I will not. And they're going to get 2 points. They go from 35 to 37. They also do 1 power QIC action, so 1 coming from the right. I have so many QICs. I don't really care about planet types. I'm going to spend this 4. Gives me up on the navigation track. Atoma's turn. Power QIC action. Again, 2 coming from the right, so they're just going to have all the power QIC actions. So 1, 2. Wait, that one would be skipped. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. That's nuts. I can do. I'm at range 2. I have to build a thing there. Yeesh. I need more credits. I've had no opportunities to cycle, which is super bad. I could do that. That's nuts. This is great. Cool. So I'm going to do this action. I'm going to do a Gaia forming action. I'm going to extend my range by 3. My range is 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So my range is now 5, and I'm going to cycle 4 out. And I'm going to start a Transdim. Ah. No, I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna. I cycle for it. I can start a Transdim. Oh, I need a freaking Gaia former. So undo that. I'm going to. I'm gonna turn this. Oh man, I haven't had a chance to cycle. They keep doing power actions. That's really gross. I could turn this into an ore and then turn it into a credit. It's just really not QIC effective. But I don't think I have a better option. I just need to get a Gaia format back before I can start a Gaia project. And I am out of QA. I'm out of credits. Really badly. This is where getting that would have been really helpful. Yep, QIC turning to 2 ore, getting 2 credit. I'm spending the 2 credit in the ore because otherwise I have to pass, and I can't pass, and that's a thing. So I'm going to get this Gaia former back and putting a mine here. Man, I want to do Federations next turn. I'll put a mine here. Atoma's turn. They're doing an upgrade action. They're upgrading a mine to a trading station. None are in the neighborhood. Closest to me is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's one of those 2 directional selections from the bottom. So it's going to be this one. That becomes a trading station. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. My turn. Now I'm going to spend this and put a Gaia former out here. Again, 1, 2 is my range, and then added 3 to that action, thanks to the round booster. Not what I originally had in mind, but it will work. Atoma's turn, potential end of round. It is not their end of round. They are moving up on a random track. 3 from the right, they move up on that. No points. Unfortunately, my turn. I'm kind of stuck in badness. What am I stuck in? I'm stuck in badness. Oh man, it's gonna be really hard to do what I want to do with federations over there. That was a lack of planning. Navigation. Terraforming step. Oh, that's nice. Great. I will take the terraforming step. This goes away. This goes over here. I get first player back. And this comes off. Put it over there. Actually, just leave one on my board. All right, potential end of round for the Atoma. It is the end of the round. They will take this one, which I won't really need anymore, so that's fine. This is done. They get 0 points from the round booster because it was still only round 3. They'll add this card to their deck for round 4. And here we go. All right, how many Federation tokens did I get this round? These are good questions. I can get a lot of points in round 5 just with Gaia Planet, Gaia Planet, Gaia Planet. We'll have some solid options. I do want to get a bunch of mines out. Done. Done. Income, I get 2 credits plus 4, so 6 credits. I get 1 knowledge, it gets me up to 2. I am going to get 3 ore, gets me up to 3. And that is all she wrote. Not great. Oh, and then I add 1 in cycle 4. So cycle 4, add 1. I'm just going to do this now instead of in the Gaia phase. I'm going to cycle 3 to get an ore and cycle 1 to get a credit. That will very much help. But the fact that I couldn't get more out last turn was a problem. And I just, again, their deck's not letting me cycle off of them, and just where they're built isn't letting me cycle off them because they kept going where the endgame scoring bonuses were and they weren't crowding me in. So that's making me feel a certain way. But that will go there. And that's a good spot because I can get this sector, I can get this sector, I can get this sector. We'll have some good options here. Maybe I do 1 federation this round. That's a lot of wasted. Oh, I could take power out to do federations. That's interesting. And I could build some pretty epically large federations. Cycle. Build. Blue. Terraforming step. Yeah, that would help get a lot of power out of my cycle. That's one way. These all go away. Oh, Gaia. Alright. I'm done, right? I did all my income. They're ready. I'm first. They should have 2 more cards here. They do. Happy Joy J. Alright. Stefan, what's up? Or Stephane? I will wish you the second print of the base game Uprising soon, but I will play Gaia tonight. I have a hard time when I play Terrans. Tom, what's up, sir? Delighted to catch you midstream, Greg, and a little class like Gaia. What a lovely treat. I'm backing up to watch from the beginning, but good luck, and I look forward to hanging asynchronously. I love the word. Alright. I'm going to hold off on the Gaia planets and chase some points there next turn. But I want to set at least 1 Gaia planet for sure. For sure. Because then I could take this Transdim. Oh, there's another Transdim planet over there. Would you look at that? That's interesting. 4. I have to build. I want to do 1 federation this round for sure. Do I get a research lab on the board? That's probably a good idea. Alrighty then. So trading station research lab gets me that. Moves me up on there. Cycle 3. That gives me ore. That's probably smarter. I had to figure out where I'm building this federation. I don't have the ore. If I don't take this, I don't think I'm taking that. So I do trading station, research lab, get a thing, get the ore from there. If I go here, here. I'm just trying to figure out my federations, which is proving somewhat problematic. And I'm trying to get on the maximum number of sectors. I think getting a federation out soon makes some sense. One, two, three. Mine. Trading station. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. That will work out. And then I could do a federation, get some ore. All right. So I'm going to put, then these guys are like dead. I'm just doing Gaia Planet Bonanza next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to do a mine there. 1, 2. Could do it. That might be open next turn. We'll see. All right. So if I try to do this Transdim planet this turn, that Transdim planet this turn, which means I have to turn that into a mine. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do mine, and make that a federation. That's probably my best bet. All right, spending an ore and 2 credit, placing a mine here. And actually, I'll place a mine here first. I don't need this Transdim thing back yet, or the Gaia farmer back yet. Atoma's turn. One. Atoma action is at the top again. They're doing a power QIC action because of course they are. 2 coming from the right. They cover up 2. They get 3 points. 1, 2, 3 gets them up to 46. My turn. I'm going to do an ore and 2 credit, placing a mine here. That's fine. Atoma's turn. Doing an upgrade action. Upgrade mine to a trading station closest to me. That's technically not closest to me because it's not a thing. So this is 3. That's 3. Directional selection comes from the bottom. They're going here. 1 point. I'm going to build. That might be better. That might be better. I'm going to use this action. That gives me 1 Gaia forming step. I'm going to use this QIC to extend my range from 2 up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm spending a mine and 2 credit to place this here. That gets me on red. And it's another sector. Somehow I'm on 5 sectors. I should have done that last turn. Would that have affected things? Yes. No. No, I'm gonna, I'll let that ride. I'm gonna form a federation at some point. I'm not sure exactly what my options are gonna be. I'm gonna cycle these 4 out to do a Gaia forming project here. Maybe I don't form a federation. Nope. I'm sorry, I just did 2 turns in a row. I just did 2 turns in a row. Right, because I built a mine. They went. I built a mine. They went. I built a 3rd mine. They went. Now they're going to go. Sorry. So this is over. They're doing a power QIC action. 1 from the right. They're going to cover up 2. 3 points. Lots of points in these cards. My turn. Now I'm cycling 4. Putting this here. Atoma's turn. They're doing a upgrade action. They're upgrading a mine into a trading station the last time. Closest to me, it's going to be top from the bottom. It's going to be this one. I can't cycle off of that. 1 point. pretty sure I remember to give him the 1 point the last time. Someone can let me know in the comments if I didn't. One, two, three, four. I mean, it's 8. It's kind of a waste. I think we're wasting things anyway. I'm going to do this, get a QIC, kind of just stall a little bit. Atoma's turn. Power QIC action, 2 from the left. They're going to cover up 2 things, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1 point. I'm going to take 1 out, move 1 over, cycle this down, get a credit, spend a credit, 2 credit in an ore to put this mine here. Atoma's turn. Moving up on a random thing, 5 from the right, this goes there, no points. My turn, I'm going to do a Gaia forming action. I'll put this sucker there, range 2. So now all the Gaia planets are taken, and it's another sector. Atoma's turn, this goes there. Upgrade action, they have no more trading stations. They have to do a trading station to a research lab closest to me. It's either this one or this one. Oh, sorry, trading station, this one or this one. From the top, so it's going to be this one. I can cycle 1 for free. That gets me 4 there, 3 points. Lots of points in their cards. They're up to 55. I'm going to form. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I want to take. All that power out. That's too much power. I'm going to take 1 out, and I'm just going to have a little bit of an inefficient. I'm taking 1 power out to turn it into a satellite, and that's going to be my first Federation. That's 5 points for me. Go from 19 to 24. And the Federation token I want is. Oh, that's. Real. I'm going to have so much ore next turn, but not a lot of credit. I'm going to need all the credit I can get. So I'm going to take this. I get 7 points, 24 up to 31, and 6 credit. We go from 0 to 6. All right, so yeah, I'm not building any research labs anywhere, ever. And I only have 1. Ooh, that's. I only have 1 mine left on there. And I'm going to try to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mines next turn. It's for 15 points. So that means 4 research labs. So wish me luck. Atoma's turn, potential end of round. It is not the end of the round. They're doing a faction action. Of course they are. Endgame scoring does matter. Looking for a sector they're not in yet. Range 2, they cannot get there. So instead, they are just going to build normally. They're looking to do fewest terraforming steps and closest to me. Yellow, they are not within 2 of yellow, so they're looking for green. They are not within 2 of any of the Gaia planets. They are looking for brown or orange. They are within range 2 of that orange. They are within range 2 of that brown. They are within range 2 of that brown. This is obviously going to be closest to me, so they're going to take that one, put this here. I can cycle 1 for free. And they're going to get 2 points, 1, 2, and they also do a power QIC action, 3 coming from the right. I already gave them their points. I'm going to cycle this to get a credit. Oh, boy. And that is the end of my round. I will take... It's probably high time to start chasing points. So we're going to take this. These will all come off. This is done. I retain first player. Atoma's turn. They go here. They go here. They are doing a upgrade action. They are upgrading a mine to a trading station. Closest to me is going to be this one that just got put on the board. I get the cycle 1 for free. Oh, the joys. They get 2 points. They go from 57 to 59. Potential last turn. It is not. They are placing a mine, and they still have mines to place, and they're doing it at range 4, and that's the worst one ever, because endgame scoring matters, and they're going for Gaia planets. So Gaia planets closer to me, so it's going to be that one or that one, and closest to me, they're both equal, so it's going from the top, so they're going to grab this one up here. That does not make me happy, but it means I wouldn't know if I have all the resources I need to do that next turn. Anyway, so range 4, Gaia planets, 1 point. That's interesting. They are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. I am in 5. I have a pretty easy path to 6 and 7, so not that worried. Their turn, this moves over. This becomes a support card now. They grab this as their booster. We're going to flip this over. They get 5 points. They go from 60 to 65. And 2 more rounds coming up. They take a card. Looking at the chat. No, it's still Tom. Oh no. I think I did something wrong. Now, this is going to score me points. Let me put that there as a reminder. This will come here. So last time I'm getting income from the Gaia phase, so that's something to consider. All right, these are shuffled. These will go here and here. Income. I'm going to get 1 knowledge. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ore. I get 4 credit, so I go from 7 to 11. And I can add 1 and cycle 4. It doesn't matter the order I do it in. Well, yeah, I added the 1 first, and I cycle 4. These come over here. And that is all she wrote. In the Gaia phase, we get these 2 Gaia formers off the board. The last 2 Transdim planets become Gaia planets. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 Gaia planets I could form this turn. This could be 12 points. I'm going to bring these suckers back. Now, I need to form at least 3 trading stations so I can get those mines back, and I want to form 4 mines, maybe 5. So the trading stations are going to cost me 9 credit and then 8 more credit. Woof. That's a lot. And then the ore I'm going to need is going to be 4, 6. I'm going to need 10 ore. Jump up on here. That would give me 2 ores, so that's probably a smart play. So if I cycle that, I could start building federations too. All right, so if I move these 4, get 1 knowledge, 3 to get an ore, and 1 to get a credit. Woo. I probably should grab that red before it's stolen from me. And I have the 3 here, and that's gonna be covered. So I'm gonna get this while I can. So 3, 1, 2. My last mine is on the board. So we're gonna be doing trading station mine, trading station mine, trading station mine as much as we possibly can. All right, because that's how I'm getting these Gaia planets back. Remember, I will need QICs for these 2, but not for these 2. And that dude stole that one. So I've only built on 1 Gaia planet the old-fashioned way by spending the ore. Atoma's turn. Power QIC, 3 from the right, covering it twice, and a point up to 66. My turn. I'm building a trading station. 1, 2. Think about this strategically. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be. Let me do it up here because I'm trying to set myself up for more federations. Right. So I'm going to spend 2 credit, or 2 ore, a 3 credit. So I'm at 6 ore left and 7 credit. We're putting this here. It's in the neighborhood, so it only cost me 3. There is our first trading station. Atoma's turn. Moving up on its highest track. There is only 1 track that is at level 3, so it's moving up on the AI track, gets a point. My turn, I'm spending an ore, 2 credit, and a QIC to put this mine here. It's within range 2 of me. When I put that there, I get 3 points. I go from 31 to 34. Is an argument to maybe have taken this. It would have been a lot more points this round, but I unfortunately just don't have the credits to do everything I want. Would have been a nice jump. This could have been a jump, but obviously I'm not doing a whole lot with the tech tracks this game. Anyway, if I get up to the top there, that's a sick amount of points that way, so that could really help. Atoma's turn. Bam, Atoma faction action. They are placing a mine. Endgame scoring does matter. So they're looking for a new sector that they can get to range 2. There are none. So they're just going to place it normally, looking for terraforming steps. So looking for green range 2, well, yellow range 2, not that range 2 there. So green range 2, orange range 2, brown range 2. That is orange range 2. I think that is the, brown range 2. That's closest to me, so that's the winner. I can spend a point to cycle 2. Sure, give me some options. Spend a point, cycle 2. At least then I could take things out to get myself a credit, which I'm going to need at some point, I think. And they're going to do a power QIC action, 2 coming from the left, and they're going to get 2 points. They go from 67 to 69. All right, then. I like to get more things out. Yeesh. Trying to think where it makes sense to put these trading stations. Trading station there. Yeah, okay, this will work. So trading station, spending 2, spending 3, putting this trading station over here. This goes back on the board. Yeah, they get Atoma's turn. They're doing an upgrade action. They are upgrading a... They have no more trading stations, so they're upgrading a... no more mines to turn to the trading stations. They have no more trading stations in their supply, so they're turning a trading station into a... Nope. They already have a research lab on the board. They're turning a research lab into an academy. I can spend a point to cycle 2. I will, because I need more credits, and they're getting a point for that. All right, my turn. I'm going to take one out, move one over, cycle it, get a credit, spending 3 credits and 2 ore to get a trading station here. Atoma's turn. They're doing a faction action. They have mine still, endgame scoring, new sector. They can't get to a new sector, range 2. They're looking for fewest terraforming steps. This is 1 terraforming step. They're still not within range 2 of that. I think it's gonna, oh, that's also 1 terraforming step, but this is, nope, they're both 1 through 3 away from me, so directional selection goes from the top. We get a mine all the way out there. The faction action, 1 from the left, or I'm sorry, power QIC action, 1 from the left, and 2 points. That is done. I'm going to form a federation. I'm going to take out 4 power from my cycle. Putting these suckers here. That's going to give me this. It gives me 7 points. 32 to 39. 6 credit, 0 to 6. Atoma's turn. Atoma's doing an upgrade action. They have no trading stations over there to upgrade to, so they're taking a trading station to a research lab. Closest to me is going to be this. I get the cycle 1 for free. And 3 points. They go from 72 to 75. All right, then. So I'm going to spend the 4. No, let me get these things while I can. I'm going to do this action. I get a QIC. Atoma's turn. They're placing a mine. Range 2. New sector if they can get to it. They cannot get on this sector, so they're going to place it normal terraforming steps. It's going to be this orange, which I thought it was the last 4 times. It is finally accurate. I am not within range 2 to cycle of that, and 1 point. I'm going to spend the QIC, the ore, and the 2 credit to place a mine here. That's 3 points, 39 to 42. Atoma's turn. They're doing an upgrade action. So they're just on upgrade extravaganza. Mine to a trading station. We actually have a trading station back closer to me. It's going to be this. I can spend a point to cycle 2. Sure. And 2 points. They go from 76 to 78. My turn. I'm going to spend 4 knowledge to move up on here. Gives me 2 ore. Atoma's turn. Potential end of round. Is end of the round. They're going to grab this. They're going to go first next turn. They get 2 points from that round booster. This flips over. They're going to add their last card. So they didn't get a lot of their power QAC actions, which was interesting. A lot of upgrades. I think that the 2 cards at the bottom of the deck must have been the power QAC 3-pointers. All right, this is out. This is out. I am on all 7 sectors, which is super nice. So I know I have this locked up, and I know I have this locked up too. So this is great. My turn. I'm going to spend an ore and 2 credit to place a mine. Here. That's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. I'm out of mines again. I did not realize I would be out of mines. I thought I had it perfect. But apparently I thought very wrong. It's not worth burning through a bunch of stuff to try to make this come out any different. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I pass. I have 3 trading stations on the board, so I get 6 points. I go from 44 to 50, and I will take this. Because I don't think we're gonna have enough research labs to justify the other one. Alrighty then. So I do want to get my last academy on the board this round, because that's 5 points. Although it might be more than it's worth. I could definitely do a federation here. As far as number of Gaia planets, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I will have 9. So that would be a 12-point topper. 8. That would be 9. They only have 1, 2, 3. So they're in last there. Yeah, that's a big swing there. Assuming they're going to be stuck at 6, which isn't impossible for them to get the 7, which means they would tie me, but it's going to be hard. I don't know how they're getting that brown planet, although it is only if they get the place of mind range 4, it's not next to an Atoma action, and it's only 1 terraforming step. That would be one way. All right, they're first. So 1, 2. These all come out. Oh, I didn't do my income. They're not first. Let me do my income. I get 1 QIC, 1 knowledge, 6 plus 11, 17 credit. I was at 2, so now I'm at 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, or I was at 1, I'm now at 9. Nothing's coming out of there. I can add 1 in cycle 4, so 1, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll add 1. That's all my income. All right. Now power QIC action. 2 coming from the left. We do it twice. And 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. 6, 7, 8. Trying to think how many jumps I can get. That's 7 points. Is probably lost. Just don't have all the knowledge I want. I'm wondering if it makes any sense to build this academy. It's so research heavy. Yeah, I'm gonna not build the academy, which I'm giving up 5 points, but this is way too many resources. If I take this 2 back and this out, and I take this, and that's a point chaser. This gives me a lot more points, I think. I get 1 more knowledge here, which is huge. And it gives me something to focus on with my resources. 6, 6 is just a lot. 6, 6 is a lot. The problem is, how do I get another How do I get another federation? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would need 12 QIC. Or 12 power. Do not have 12 power. Ah, 2 federations is so bad. Now, go back to the original plan. Doesn't matter where it is because this is the last round. So 1 less knowledge, and I have a QIC too. I got the 2 ore back, or 2 credit back. Alright, so we're just basically building a thing there. We'll see how I'm going to have to get there. Of course, idiots covered up the ore. So that's not great, because I'm going to need 11 ore. I only have 9. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to spend 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Putting this here. Atoma's turn. Move up on a random track. 3 from the right. 2 points. Up to 85. My turn. I'm going to spend 3 ore. I go from 7 to 4. 5 credit. I go from 16 down to 11. Putting this here. When I place that research lab, I take a tech tile. I will take this tech tile, which will move me up on there because I'm in my 3rd Gaia former, which, who cares? Atoma's turn. They're doing a power QIC action. 5 coming from the right. They're going to do it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 point up to 86. Oh, when I took that, I get an ore and a QIC. I'm going to turn one of those QIC into an ore, spending 6 ore because I had 5 left and 6 credit, down to 5, putting this on the board here. That gives me 5 points. I go from 50 to 55. I take a tech tile. I will take I'm going to take this tech tile. Now I'm trying to decide where I'm going. I'll move up here. Gives me a QIC. And I cycle 3, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, Atoma's turn. Power QIC action. 5 coming from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 points. 86 to 89. Well, best use these while I can. I'm going to cycle 4. Get 2 knowledge. Gets me up to... I don't know if 2 knowledge matters. No. I'm going to cycle 4 and get 2... Just get 1 QIC. And now I'm building a federation. This counts as 4 because I took that tile, so I'm cycling 3. I'm taking 3 out, is what I mean to say. And I'm building a federation there. Actually, only take 2 out. Only take 2 out. You have to do it in the minimum number that you can. So I take 2 out, form a federation there. I will take a tech tile. I will take this one, which is 7 points. So 55 to 62. And 2 ore. Alright, Atoma's... Do I want to cycle 4 then? I get another QIC there, but yeah, that's fine. Atoma's turn. Doing a faction. Wow, unbelievable. Faction action. New sector. They can't get to it, so they're just doing a normal range 2. That's 2 terraforming steps for them. This is 2 terraforming steps for them. This is 2 terraforming steps for them. Range 2. This is 3. Whites are 3. So closest to me, it's going to be this gray or the blue. And a directional section says from the bottom this way. They're going to put a mine here. I could spend 2 points. I could spend 3 points to cycle 4. No point doing that at all. They're going to cover this up, which is a little unfortunate. Fortunately, they only do it once. And they're going to get 2 points. They go from 89 to 91. I'm spending these 3 QIC to take this while I have a chance. I'm going to get 7 points. I get 62 up to 69, and I get 2 ore. Atoma's turn. They're going to do an upgrade action. They're upgrading a mine to trade station. They can't. They were going to do this research lab to the academy. Again, no point cycling off of that because everything is covered. My turn. I will take this and get this ore. I was hoping to do something with oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I was hoping to do something with like this as well, but it's not a ton of points, so it's fine. So yeah, I cycled. What did I just do? Yeah, I covered it to get that QIC. Atoma's turn. Wait a second. Spend 3 points to cycle 4. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, Toma's turn. They're doing up on their highest track. They said they just removed this from the game. 1 point. My turn. I'm going to spend 1 ore and 2 credits. I have 3 and 3 of both. And with that, I'm going to place a mine here. Atoma's turn. They're doing an upgrade action. They're upgrading a mine to a trading station closest to me. So that's range 2. That's directional selection from the bottom. That one's range. Oh, I have no trading station. So trading station to a research lab. This one's closest to me. I can spend a point to cycle 2. I will not 3 points. 93 to 96. All right, my turn. I'm going to take 1 out, move 1 over, cycle these 2, gets up to 5. I'm spending 3 and 5 to put a research lab on the board. I'm going to put this research lab here. And with that, I get to take a tech tile. I'm going to take this tech tile. To take this tech tile, I need to flip one of my Federation tokens, and then I can move up on anything I want. I'll move up here. Makes I need to flip another one of my Federation tokens. But because I did that, I get all my mines are out. So I get 2 points per mine. So that's 16 points. So that's 69 plus 16 gets me to 85. And then I get another 12 points because I have 4 points plus 8 Gaia planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I have 9 Gaia planets. So another 13 points. That's 85 plus 13 gets me to 98. Atoma's turn. Terrans are really strong when they come together. Atoma's turn. They're placing a mine, range 2, new sector. They can't get a new sector. They are going to fewest terraforming steps. Red is range 2, coming from the bottom. Yeah, it's going to go there. I can cycle 1 for free. Don't mind if I do. 1 point. My turn. I think I'm done. I'll turn this QIC into an ore. I'll cycle, take 1 out, cycle 1, move 1, get a credit there. That's going to be another point for me. And then I pass. I get no additional points when I pass. Atoma's turn, potential end of round. Is not. They're doing an Atoma action. They cannot place any mines. They have no more mines, so they will do an upgrade action instead. Mine to a trading station. It's going to be closest to me, one of those 2. Directional selection comes from here, so this will go there. I could cycle off of that. Again, it's not going to matter. They're going to do a power QIC action. This gets covered. It's the last one, 2 points, so they take the lead again. Last turn, maybe. No, they move up on a random 1. They move up on this one, 2 from the right. And finally, last one, maybe. No, they do an upgrade action. They're upgrading a trading station to a research lab because they have no more academies to put on the board. Research lab closest to me, directional selection, so it's going to be this one. I could cycle off that. I will not. 2 points for them. At the end of the round, they're going to get 5 more points, and then we can kind of do the rest of their points. They are going to be tied with the Atoma there, or the dummy player there, so they get 9 points. That gets them to 115. They're going to get 6 points for that. That gets them to 121. I'm going to get a total of 36 points from over there. I'm at 98. So 98 plus 36 gets me to 134. And I will get 1 point here. And that is it. Am I forgetting points? Oh, and then I get the Atoma gets 8 points. They get from 121 to 129, and I'm going to get 12. So I'm going to get 16 points. That gets me to 151. So barely over the 150. That makes me feel like I did something good with my life tonight. But yeah, it kind of worked. Again, I didn't love how these tactiles were coming out. A lot of were coming out. I just kind of got a little slower developing than I thought was ideal, but kind of made the the boosters work. Got 12 points for round 5. Got 5 points in round 6. Got 5 points in each of round 3 and round 4. Round 4 again was the Federation token. Round 3 was the Academy. And I think a lot of it, how I played, was kind of keeping their game from getting too out of hand. So again, they prevented them from getting to that sector and just really race for those Gaia planets. So a lot of it was like, hey, if I can dominate that, make sure I really own that category, it kind of would falsely kind of keep their score a little bit lower. Got a little bit lucky. They didn't have any faction actions early. Um, Again, they only stole this one Gaia thing from me. It did not do a lot of research. I mean, considering how little research tracks I did, it's an interesting game for me. Yeah, I didn't do the economic track at all. Only went here to get the 2 ore. I didn't get this. I mean, these tracks could have been better. I ended up using this just to get 2 ore, 2 knowledge early, which was useful. So maybe it kind of worked because it got me up that navigation track, and I really needed to be at that 2. Once I got to that 2 navigation, that really opens up a whole world for the Terrans. It's hard to play less than that. I had enough QICs with the round boosters that I was able to keep extending when I needed to. Having the extender round booster as well as the terraforming round booster, I'm going to use both of them at least once and just kind of got myself set up around the board. This last Federation came together with minimal effort. Didn't get the Lost Planet, which I normally do. Didn't even get close to the top of the terraforming track. So, just not a knowledge area or a research area game. But I kind of like how it came together for sure. Copter Man, such a great game. It says, I have also struggled with the Terrans in the past. Looks like you've really expanded. And the victory points, you've really expanded. Man, they did something stupid with you expanded well in the victory points area about to start. The victory points are about to start coming. Yeah, they came. It's still like 150 is like when if I don't get 150, I'm like, all right, there's something very, very wrong. When I get less than 160, 165, I'm like, I probably left some points on the table somewhere. Again, it doesn't. A lot of points will come from late game, where you're just spending QIC, and part of what the Xenos do is they really jam up this area. I got lucky that I still had those 3 QIC that I could double dip in that 7 points in the 2 ore the way I did. So that kind of worked out well. So with the Xenos, I think sometimes you are going to end up with a more suppressed score just because of how they operate. Unlike Hashalas, where you really better be scoring a lot more than 151 in most games against Hashalas. So, but this was super cool. I enjoyed it. I'm glad to have come back to a galaxy far, far away in Gaia Project. So, look, I'll be back. I have a lot going on, as people know. So, streaming has been a lot less frequent than is my preference. But all good stuff. So, hopefully, I'll be able to come back next week with getting Gilly on the channel the way I want to. I also got a review copy of Trailblazers, which I have learned, so I'm hoping to get that on the channel pretty soon. Again, Maximum Apocalypse will be on the channel soon. Speaking of Rock Matter, they did send me a demo copy of that game. They sent me a demo copy of the expansion to Merchants of Magic, so that'll be on the channel soon. So again, when I say soon, it might be like a month or 2 as opposed to like a week or 2 like it used to be, but we'll definitely get into these things for sure. Malte says, thanks for the stream. Greg, thank you, Malte. Glad you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, epiphanies, please let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, that play was really the 16 points plus the 13 points. I mean, that was a nice little 29-point play for me, plus getting on top of there. So really a 33-point play just to build that one research lab. So that was a really nice, combination of things right there at the end. Had I been able to get up to here, so one more jump, and I took this tech tile, then I could have, actually made that work a little bit better. Because again, if I take this advanced tech tile, I still could have jumped up on there, and that would have actually given me 18 points instead of the 16 points. So a couple more points, but obviously did not matter at all for sure. So But this was super cool. I do not know who the next faction is in my playlist. I will have to go back and see the order I did them before, but we will get through all of them another time. Again, the best gods are are calling my name. I do want to give them a better showing than I did, and there's some really strong factions left. Now, look, I think Terrans are still my number one in my Gaia Project list. Even for solo play, I just think that there's something really nice and focused that they do, and then having this economy, taking advantage of that, against a faction that's not the Xenos. I might not have been as aggressive in the Gaia planets, but I knew they expand so quick that I really wanted to make sure I locked those up. Plus, with that being an endgame score, you know that they're going to go so quick. In some ways, like when you're only doing that once around, with this income could be better, because now you're like, oh, I have, I can get an ore and 3 credit every round for the entire game just by doing one Gaia forming project. But again, get with the Xenos, I wanted to lock up all those early, make sure I got that end game scoring, and just kind of ran away with the end game scoring more than anything. Because again, the more you lock it up, that's a huge swing there. And then the Gaia plan has really helped me kind of focus me, get me into all 7 sectors as well. So, but yeah, what a cool game. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a great time. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.